Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Marvel Legends Series Armadillo Build-A-Figure Waves Morlun. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here on the top flap, Build-A-Figure Marvel's Armadillo. Assortment numbers, if you need that kind of thing for whatever reason. And for an warning, don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. There's a Spider-Man Spider Legends Series, and there's some clearance sticker goo. Yuck. But clearance, yay. And then here we have a nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories and Build-A-Figure piece. Marvel Spider-Man Morlun. Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On this side, some nice artwork of Morlun. On this side, artwork of Morlun. And on this side, the back, bigger of the same artwork from the sides of Morlun. The Marvel Legends Series Morlun. From the darkness, the vampire Morlun hunts Spider-Man in an effort to slay the superhero and feed on his powers. There it is again in some other languages I don't read. Build-A-Figure Marvel's Armadillo. There's the completed Build-A-Figure with numbers here corresponding with which figure in the cross sale each part comes with. So first up we have MCU Spider-Man, no part, and then the rest of the figures have parts. And Spider-Man, MCU Doctor Strange, MCU J. Jonah Jameson, Gamerverse Miles Morales, and then Comic Book Morlun and Comic Book Shriek. Each sold separately, subject to availability. Attention, especially don't stick things in your French pie hole that do not belong there. Warning, attention, Octoon. Don't stick things in any other language pie hole that don't belong there either. Don't give it to babies. Marvel print, Hasbro print, small fine legalese, made in China print. That, my friends, completes our look at the creepy packaging. Okay, the packaging really ain't creepy. The dude's kind of creepy, though. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And first up, we have his Build-A-Figure piece, which I was not able to get all the Build-A-Figure pieces for, at least at this time. May come a time when I do finish it off. I don't know. So, but it's got all the articulation you would expect a Marvel Legends to have. Well, at least a big Build-A-Figure anyway. No hinge and swivel at the elbow, though. It's a single hinge with no swivel. And then, you got your basic stuff going on here at the shoulder, and then in and out hinge with 360 degrees of rotation at the arm. But I will have to say, this does have quite a bit of textural sculpted mold, and it looks pretty darn good. And at some point I may finish the Armadillo. The only other accessory he comes with is an alternate portrait or head sculpt, whatever you want to call it. And I guess this is his angry face. Ugh. So, nice, what is it, red eyes? Yeah. And there is some pupils in there. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but it's in there. And, decent sculpt, I would have to say. Can't really tell you how much it looks like the character because I don't really recall this guy all that well. I know he was in the 90s during the Ravencroft stuff. I don't know. So let's take a look at the figure itself. And just like the alternate portrait, you know, this, it has nice sculpted details. It's still got those red eyes. It's got those black pupils in there, or black irises, whatever you want to call them. And of course, this figure did come out before the face inkjet. At least, not necessarily before they were using it, but before they were using it widespread, at least. Now, I will say he's got some nice paint on his overlay here. I like his ascot and his little jewel and his vest and his jacket, and it's all one piece, so I'm guessing it's the regular suited body up under here. I haven't really looked. I think that's what it is though. And then he's got a little paint app here for his belt buckle. He's got some here on these big coat cuffs, these buttons, but these are just overlays that if you pull the hands off, you can pull them off, unless they're glued. They might be glued, I don't know. I haven't tried to pull them off, so I don't know. And then, you know, just from the waist down, it's just like the suited body. Even the shoes. So, I mean, overall, he looks okay. He looks like a vampire, kind of, because he's a vampire. But I don't think he's a regular vampire. I think he's one of those Morbius-type vampires. What's what it looks like to me, because look at all those little mouth things on his hand with the nice little red paint apps on it. See the other one like that too? Oh yes, he's got two of them. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's take a look at his articulation. He can't really look up because all his hair there. He looks down that far. He's got some chicken neck. He's got just a slight bit of waggle, not even really enough to say that he has it. The joint there at the head and the neck is ball and hinge. At the shoulder, 360 degrees of rotation, and he can raise his arm up that high, which is a bit less than 90 degrees. Cut at the upper bicep, 360 degrees of rotation there. At the elbow, and I keep bumping the camera, sorry about that, gives you that much bend, which is, it's okay, it's not bad. 360 degrees of rotation at the wrist on an in and out hinge, and in and out hinge on the other side as well, which makes sense because, you know, that's how he sucks blood or life force or whatever. Now, I'm guessing that there's a standard Marvel Legends ab hinge in under this overlay, and that's what it feels like. But with the overlay and everything, he can lean back that far and crunch forward about that far. So not a lot going on there, but you know, that's to be expected with this much overlay on it. Straight cut at the waist, 360 degrees of rotation there. At the hips, he can give you that much of the splits. Kicks forward approximately 90 degrees. Back about 1/2 of his own foot length. Cut at the upper thigh, 360 degrees of rotation there. Double hinged pinned knee gives you that much bend. And nothing in the lower leg. So the foot is pinned in with a peg in there. So I guess that's your boot cut because it's at the top of his shoe. Anyway, so at the ankle, it rotates 360 degrees like that. Tilts down that far, tilts up that far. And forward facing pin for rocker. And there you have it, my friends. If he'll stand up. There he goes. There you have it. A look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Marvel Legends Series Armadillo Build-A-Figure Waves Morlun with the Marvel Legends Series Strange Tales Blackheart Build-A-Figure Waves Dracula, and the Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends Series Morbius from the Morbius and Six-Armed Spider-Man 2-pack. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the Marvel Legends Series Armadillo Build-A-Figure Waves Morlun, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee from G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander from Star Wars The Black series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Marvel Legends series Armadillo Build-A-Figure Waves Morlun, I honestly will say I don't remember much about this guy. I know he's a Spider-Man villain. I know he had something to do with the Ravencroft mental institution or what, all that storyline. And I just vaguely remember bits and pieces of that. And he is not a piece I remember. I will say he does have a decent sculpt. I like the paint on his vest overlay and the little jewel on his ascot. I think that's kind of cool. The overall look of the guy is neat. There's, reuse going on here. The majority of this guy is the suited body, and they added like the overlay with the vest and jacket and stuff to it, and the cuffs for the sleeves, and he got new hands and he got a new head, and he actually got an extra head as well. So that's all cool. And no, I wouldn't have normally picked this guy up not being familiar with it. I did want to complete the Armadillo Build-A-Figure wave, or not the wave. I wanted to complete the Build-A-Figure, and at the time I still had hopes maybe I could find the 2 leg pieces, but I didn't. But this guy was ridiculously cheap on clearance, so I just went ahead and picked it up in the hopes that maybe, him being cheap would offset the expense of the 2 figures that I needed to complete Armadillo, or is it 3? Yeah, I needed 3. 2 legs and the head. And so, it's not a big deal that I missed that Build-A-Figure. I'm okay, and with the price that I paid for this figure, it's not something that was upsetting that I wasn't able to get those other 3 pieces, but that's okay. Maybe at some point in the future I'll finish it up, maybe not, who knows. But as far as this figure goes, I mean, it's an okay figure. He looks kind of like a vampire. Not your normal kind of vampire, but he does like his old-timey kind of suit. So overall, it's an okay figure. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I've seen better, I've seen worse, and again, like I said, it doesn't upset me because the price I paid for this guy was really, really cheap. So there is that. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.